second one is just our president, Yasmin Talwala. Take it over.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yet again, Monday, a very powerful day of the week. And we begin our day with Roseburg speakers and storytellers for those sitting in Roseburg. And we end our day with Roseburg speakers and storytellers for those sitting in the last part of Asia. And we take our lunch with Roseburg speakers and storytellers for those sitting in Europe. We are a very diverse team. We are people from variety of walks. We come with different professional experiences and we bring with us different culture. This stands as our unique identity with Roseburg speakers and storytellers. I am very excited, ladies and gentlemen. You have to put your hands together to welcome our newest member, Titin. Titin, you are welcome to the Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers group.
Thank you.
Yahoo!
Thank you so much.
We
Yahoo!
are so delighted, Titin. I am just few, perhaps hours away to welcome our another member officially, Heather. He has promised that it's gonna be done soon, so I will be very keenly waiting and to welcome Heather also officially to our group. Fadli, you are more than welcome. Hi, Fadli, nice to have you here.
Nice to meet you too, Yasmin.
Thank you, Fadli. Tiger too. Welcome yet again. It no more feels that you are a guest with us.
Thanks.
Alex, are you here? Would you like to introduce yourself? Alex? Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if Alex is around, but Alex, if you are here, if you are more than welcome to be here, and we will love you if you can switch on your video. And likewise to Akansha, Pooja, you are more than welcome to please switch on your video. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you are almost thinking of when I'm gonna shut up. And yes, you have all the right to think so when we have a wonderful Toastmaster with a wonderful theme. Yes, you all have sort of guessed it right. The most graceful member of our RSS family, who has been supporting us, inspiring us by taking up so many different challenges. And she keeps inspiring us in every way through her grace and through her spirit to learn. She is from Mexico, but she has been living in Germany for almost her life, because I think she's very young. She is hardly teen, and I believe that she has been living for more than 15 years in Germany. She is master from a German university, and ladies and gentlemen, she is master of many languages. She speaks English, Spanish, and German fluently. I'm sure there are many more which I don't know. Yes, you all have guessed it right. It's Sarah. Sarah, please welcome Sarah as Toastmaster of the evening. And Sarah, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jasmine. What a nice introduction. I feel ashamed for all those adjectives you use. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here. It's like the highlight of my day to be here with you, just as you mentioned in my lunchtime, or some others in the breakfast or at the last of the day. And that's how I found this interesting theme of the day, because I was thinking, oh, every day I wake up and I need my cup of coffee to feel the energy to start my day. But how is it with other people, with other RSS members? They also need the cup of coffee, or maybe they do other activities to start the day with energy. Maybe some of you want to share in the chat if you have some drink or some activity in the morning to start the day. Otherwise, I will share with you some interesting facts about coffee during the meeting. And one of it is that we have mainly two types of coffee. One is Arabica and the other one is Robusta. While Arabica is the most popular one, Robusta is actually the one that has more caffeine. So if you're looking for more energy, look for Robusta in your type of coffee. And now I will explain you how we do our meetings for our guests. We always divide the meetings in three parts. The first part is the prepared speeches, where today we have two. Then we go to the fun part, which is the table topics. And finally, we get the feedback from the whole session and for the speeches, etc. That's the part where we learn from each other. And in order to have this meeting in the highest possible quality, we have a technical team who is in charge to take notes of all the meeting. They have specific roles and they will help to go in a very smooth way through the meeting. So I will start introducing them so they can explain us what are they gonna do in this meeting. First of all, I will call on the virtual stage to Heather, who is today our grammarian. Please, Heather, tell us what are you doing today?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Heather Ali, and I'll be your grammarian today. As a grammarian, my role will be to take note of your vocabulary and the words that you use, and note down some of the words that are noteworthy to be used by RSS members and guests to improve their vocabulary. In addition to this, I'll be giving a word of the day to be used by the members and the guest, just like a impromptu exercise. It is an impromptu exercise. So the keeping in mind the theme of today's meeting, which is coffee, the word of the day is vitalize. Vitalize is a verb which is used to express a feeling or some kind of a event or something uh, related to it. And the example of you vitalize can be, they believe that cutting the taxes will vitalize the economy. Now, vitalize means giving energy or a strength or a boost to something or someone. So I'll be tagging the word of the day along with its meaning in the chat box for your reference. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Heather. Now I would like to hear from you. What do you do to vitalize your day? Do you also drink coffee or some other activity?
To vitalize my day, I start off by doing a workout. I do HITs, high intensity interval training, and then I prefer tea over coffee because coffee gives me migraine.
Okay, thank you for sharing. That's a very good idea, a workout in the morning. Now I will call on stage our timer. Our timer today is gonna be in charge of Titin. So please, Titin, introduce your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I'm Titin. My role today as the timer is to keep time for all the speakers to ensure that everyone speaks within their allotted time slot. And excuse me for not turning on my camera as I'm turning on my OBS timer camera for this time. And for the lights, the green color will appear on the screen when the speaker hits qualifying time. Yellow color when the speaker hits the target time, and the red color will appear when the speaker has reached the end of their allotted time. For example, for a 5 to 7 minute prepared speech, the green color will appear on the screen at the 5th minute, yellow 6 minute, red 7 minute, and speaker will also be granted a grace period of 30 seconds. Table topic speeches are for 1 to 2 minutes, so green color at the first minute, yellow 1.5 minute, red 2nd minute, and speaker will have 30 seconds grace period after 2 minutes to wrap up his or her speech. Speech evaluations are for 2 to 3 minutes. Green color will appear on the screen at the 2nd minute, yellow 2.5, and then red color at the 3rd minute. Speaker has a grace period of 30 seconds. And I will present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Titin. Do you drink coffee?
No. I
Do you
prefer
drink
tea.
something else to start your day?
Yes, I drink, usually it is chocolate milk. Yeah, I like it very much.
Wow, that's a very good alternative to coffee. Thank you for sharing that. And
Thank
now
you.
I will call upon our accounter. Our accounter today is Fadli. Fadli, what is your role today?
Okay. Hello, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster and guests. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word of phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Fadli. And what is that you drink in the mornings to start your day? Is it coffee, chocolate, tea?
I drink tea without sugar.
Great. And that
Okay.
helps you to vitalize the day?
Yeah.
Very well. Well, now that the technical team has been introduced, we can go to the first part of our agenda, which is the prepared speeches. And before, let me tell you another interesting fact about coffee. The country which is the greatest producer of coffee is, can you guess? It's Brazil.
Brazil.
Exactly, Brazil. But in US, there are 2 states that are also producing coffee. Did you imagine that? Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to imagine that because coffee is normally for very warm regions. But for now, there are 2 states producing coffee in US, and they are Hawaii and California. With this, let's start with the prepared speeches. Our first speaker today will be no other than our president. And she has prepared a general speech. That means she's not following a project or a level. And the title of the speech is I Have a Dream. So I have a dream, Jasmine.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a dream? I have a dream, and I would like to share my dream with you. But before I do that, I want to know something about you, a little bit of what makes you. Please use the chat message here in Zoom, and don't cheat. Type in the first word that comes to your mind as I say happiness. The first word that comes to your mind as I say happiness. Mom, you. It's coming, smile. Some of dream, good feelings. Let it come, let it come. Mom, smile, dream, good feelings. Some of you haven't typed, please. Eat, sleep. Okay, now people are getting honest. Family, peace. Interesting answers. If I'm going to look and screen through these answers, I can quickly put them as emotions, as family members or relationship, be it friends, be it mother, and broadly about our awareness. These are the two major categories I see as you reply. But you all have revitalized my spirit today, because as I said, happiness, none of you put the first word as money. Now, my question to you is, how many hours a day do you spend pursuing after money? Can you put it in a chat very quickly? How many hours in a day of yours are invested pursuing money? If you don't write anything, I assume most of you are just not making money. Well, answers are coming. 7 to 8 hours, 10 to 11 hours, 0. I like this. 0. Okay, interesting. I believe some more hours are coming. I just see 4 or 5. We are 14 in the room. Give me 2 or 3 more replies, guys. Those who have not just done it, do it, please. It's your time. We are all doing it together. Let me know how many hours you invest in getting money. Okay, if I see none, I would take the average as 7 to 8 hours. So 7 to 8, 16 hours. Ilios is at the extreme. Good. So average being 7 to 8 hours being spent for pursuing money, which basically helps me conclude very easily from the forum, the group that we are here, that 50% of our time is pursued by something which does not stand front of happiness. So somehow it makes me get closer to this belief that happiness, the time invested into seeking happiness, has been compromised. Why am I asking you these questions? Because there is where is my dream. I dream of a life where I invest my time into what I would look for happiness. And this is something I want to disseminate. I dream to spend my time into areas which I believe is happiness. And I want to disseminate this message to others that let's not invest 50% or more of our day into things which we do not rank in terms of happiness. I do not deny the power of money at all. I'm not saying that we have to live in a world where we are not chasing money. but I'm talking more of balancing. How do we balance our life and our goal for happiness? Because if we are here on this earth, I believe we are here for the pursuit of being human and being happy. Anything that contributes towards them is easily not related to money. I dream of a place, and I'm working towards creating a space where I would invite people, more like-minded people, to come and experiment. Spend time in that community where they can teach and learn. But this will be without any association with money. I want to offer a platform, a physical space where people will come, share their skill, something that they are good doing at. They would share it with a group of other people, and in return, they will learn from others for something which they don't know, and others can teach them. This is something I am constantly dreaming about. This is something I'm constantly working towards. And this is something where I want to see myself 10 years from now. And I want to let you all know that as I deliver this speech, you all are part of my dream, because I am sharing my idea with you and I'm disseminating my idea with you that happiness is something we should work towards, and we need to balance our goals for money and our goals for happiness. And I'm almost confident that you all are gonna join my journey and share my dream. As I have a dream, I want to make this dream as your dream. Thank you, and I give it back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Jasmine. What an inspiring ideas have you talked today with us, and also vitalizing. Thank you for sharing. Our next speaker is one of the most experienced speakers at Roseburg Speakers and Storytellers. It is very nice to have the opportunity to listen to her. I like her in all her roles. That's why I'm so happy to have the opportunity to listen to another speech. She's Michelle, and her speech title is An Adventure That Almost Wasn't. An Adventure That Almost Wasn't. Michelle.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. And that introduction has set me up to strive to deliver a speech that almost wasn't. Yes. How many of you, raise your hand if any of you have tried being in a situation where you suddenly realize you're going to experience something that was not what you were expecting? Could I see a show of hands? Yes, okay. We were going to Baguio last week. And before that, I messaged a girlfriend who lives in Baguio. Baguio, by the way, is an elevated part of the Philippines. It is over 5,000, close to 6,000 feet. So it is the temperature, the altitude is very different from tropical Philippines. It's almost like you're back in Oregon. We were going there, and I messaged a girlfriend that I wanted to visit the Banawe rice terraces. This is supposed to be one of the most fantastic wonders of the world, where the mountains are cut down to allow people to farm. And she messaged back, okay, I have arranged for my husband to drive you to Sagada. Now, note to self, apparently I need to go back to school because there were no alarms in my head when she said Sagada, whereas I had said Banawe Rice Terraces. I thought, maybe that's the name of the town. So that sounded okay with me. We went to Baguio. Her husband picked us up very early in the morning. We started heading over beautiful sunrise. And everything seemed fine until he said, okay, we should be getting to Sagada in about 2 hours from now. And I said, well, wait, so when do we get to Banawe? And he said, no, Banawe is something else. We're going to Sagada. And so there started the question in my mind. But I quickly grabbed my cell phone to look at the message exchange I had with my girlfriend. This was her husband, but I didn't know him. So I glanced through my cell phone, and true enough, it said, Dave and I would like to visit Banawe Rice Terraces. Can you help us find a reliable guide with vehicle? That's what I said. And this is what she gave me. We were going to Sagada, but we were on the road. What do? Do you say no, turn back? We want to go to Banawe Rice Terraces. I figured, well, what is in Sagada? And he said, oh, this is that place that was discovered by the Europeans and the Americans about 20 years ago. They all fell in love with it. I'm like, what was it about this place? And he said, where there are the hanging coffins, there are the underground rivers, there are the canyoneering and the underground caves. And I'm like, oh, wait, that sounds interesting. So let's go forward. So we get to Sagada in about 2 hours. It was a very rustic place, and I didn't know what to expect. So we went to the tourist office, and there were several tours listed. And I think there's that saying, ignorance is bliss. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced when you don't know anything about what to expect, then you're just blissfully unaware. So we picked a tour, and our guide, he seemed to be a very experienced guide, and we started walking, and he looked down at our shoes. That should have been a clue. He looked down at our shoes. What was he checking about our shoes? And he looked at our bags, and he said, are you going to bring your bag? And I said, well, yeah, it's very light. Again, that shouldn't have been a clue. So anyway, we started, and the start was actually quite nice. We were walking through a beautiful, wait, I thought I was showing my screen, but apparently not yet. Hang on. So we started initially walking through beautiful grass, and everything seemed fine. And then we got to some steps. But again, hey, these steps are fine. We can do that. We've gone to the Parthenon. We've been up and down steps. That's okay. The steps got a little bit harder, but I was still okay. And then we eventually got to the place where, I don't know if you can see this, but these are coffins. Some of them go back to 500 years old. Some go back, they said there's a conflict, but some people say they go back to as far as maybe 2,000 years old. These are, the belief was to hang the coffins up there so that they would easily go up to their maker. And that was okay. And then we continued walking further. And then I'm just flashing forward to the place where it started getting a little bit difficult. And as you can see, it was harder than this, but the picture just shows a bit of it. And then actually we felt, yay, we are down in the bottom of the underground river. And then it crossed my mind, wait a minute, how do we get out of here? And he said, oh, you just go behind. Then he pointed to where this picture is behind. Like, behind what? There is nothing there. There's no path. And he said, well, you have to climb a little bit. You have to climb a little bit. And yes, we had to climb more than just a little bit. And this is one of the pictures when I was climbing up, and they say that pictures are worth 1,000 words. In this case, it's harder because there were mostly videos. Plus, when it was hard, the guide would stop taking a video because he probably thought, I better not be videotaping this if she falls. That's probably what was in his mind. But eventually, it felt like at certain points, I thought I was going to really run out of breath. We had to go. The going down was hard because it was slippery, but then the going back up was harder in a different sense because you had to climb, kind of claw your way up through rocks, and sometimes there were no handholds, but we eventually got there. And the really beautiful thing is that evening, you earn something, you earn your fun. And so that evening we had, I hope you can see, wait, okay, we were sitting by the fireplace, just relaxing. And I know you're probably wondering, fireplace in the Philippines? Yes, it was cold. So there we were enjoying our hard-earned time. And I apologize, I see the red light, but I had to finish that. So it was a beautiful adventure that almost wasn't because it was the wrong place, but we enjoyed it very much. And I hope you enjoyed the narration. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Michelle. Very interesting. I'm sure this hiking was vitalizing in some way in the nature and so on. Thank you for sharing. Now we finished the prepared speeches part, and it is time to move on to the second part of the agenda, which is the impromptu speeches part, today led by Stephen Liu. And before going there, I want to ask Stephen if you have some coffee that you like, or some other drink to start your day, or some other activity.
I like to drink tea in the morning to get my energized, to get the work started every day.
Thank you, Stephen. So we have more tea drinkers than coffee drinkers, actually. It's not the way I imagined, but it's totally fine. So now, Stephen, the virtual stage is yours for table topics.
Thank you, Sarah. Hi, everyone. My name is Stephen. I'm the table topic master today. I already prepared several table topics for you guys to pick up. So let me share my screen first. So I will give the people who haven't been assigned the role in the meeting have the opportunity to choose some table topic, and you need to finish the table topic within 2 minutes. So let me pick up one person. Fadi, you first. So can you choose from 1 to 6 for your table topic? Which one do you pick?
My turn?
Yeah, your turn, Fadi, yeah.
I choose one.
Okay. So the topic 1 is, are you early bird or night hawk? Do you think you can change? Why or why not? 2 minutes, please.
I choose early birds because earlier is good for me and for other, I think. And the faster is the better. I think just it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fadi, for your reply. Yeah. So I'm also an early bird. This is a really good habit for you. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Let me choose Tiger 1. Let me share my screen.
Was that Tiger 1? Did I hear that
Yeah.
correctly? Well, I
Yes,
want to know
Tiger
what
1.
I want to know what I won. I won. What did I win? Oh, I won a question. Okay. How about number 5? 5's a good number.
Okay. Let me. So many people drink coffee to feel alert. Is there a better way to increase your concentration? How?
No. I'm done. I get up at between 4:30, 5:30 every morning, and the first thing I do is turn on my coffee pot. As I'm laying there and my alarm goes off, I think 2 things. Number 1, I need to have an immediate reason to get out of bed. And number 2, I have to have something during the day that I'm looking forward to. Number 1, my immediate reason to get out of bed is coffee. And as soon as I get out of bed, I turn on that coffee machine. I can smell the coffee. Yeah. Don't talk to me. Don't bother me until I have 1 cup. After that, you can start to deal with me a little bit. I don't know how much of it is the smell, the taste, the little caffeine buzz, but at any rate, after 2 cups of coffee, I've been up for an hour, 45 minutes, I'm ready to go. Definitely. It increases my ability to think. It increases my energy level. And in a weird way, it also is kind of calming. Now, during the day, I don't drink coffee. After 10 o'clock in the morning, unless I'm very desperate for energy, I don't drink coffee. But in the morning, to me, it's absolutely critical to wake up and have a cup of tea. You don't want to be around me because I'm going to be angry all day. I'm running right now. I can't go grocery shopping. I can't walk. I can't drive. The only thing I'm concerned about is running out of coffee. I have a friend coming over 200 miles in a couple of days because I'm running out of coffee. True story.
Thank you.
Tabletop
Thank you.
Master.
Yeah, thank you, Tiger, for the sharing. Yeah. So it looks like you really like coffee very much. Yeah, you heavily rely on the coffee. Okay. Let's continue the rest of the topic. So I choose you. The next one.
Stephen, I would like to pass over my time to Lydia. How about that? Because Lydia is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure,
Lydia?
sure thing. Lydia, please, let me share my screen. Hi, Lydia, which one would you like to choose?
Number 3, please.
Number 3, okay. How do you like coffee in the morning?
All right. Thank you for that question. So I'm rather a unique person when it comes to a coffee drinker. As I put into the chat, I am neurodiverse, and I always wondered why I could drink coffee and it never kept me awake. So when I found out that I was ADHD, it all made sense because coffee, because it is a stimulant, has the same effect as calming me down. So I do not drink coffee all of the time. However, when I do, I refer to myself as a foo-foo coffee drinker. I must have my French vanilla creamer, and not just any French vanilla creamer. I must have International Delight French vanilla creamer. Do not try to give me Coffee Mate vanilla creamer. That does terrible things to my stomach, and you don't want to be around me. It must be International Delight. Now, I've tried different flavors of International Delight, and it always seems to be that whenever I find one that's my favorite, that's the one they always discontinue. So they end up still keeping the French vanilla in the stores. I can always find that one. They even have it in the big 64-ounce bottle, which is what I get. And as soon as this meeting is done, that's what I will be having, my coffee with my French vanilla International Delight coffee. Thank you for the question, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Lydia. Thank you for sharing. It seems you are very expert for the coffee, and you have your own taste, your own style, how to choose the coffee. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let me pick how about Haida?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Haida. Let me share my screen. So which one do you like to pick?
The last one, number 6.
Okay. Are you addicted to caffeine? Is it a problem? Why or why not?
Going back to the senior year of my school, I was kind of addicted to coffee because the exam stress had got me very bad. And it was like I followed the myth that coffee keeps you up. So I would just take a 3 spoon of coffee in 1 cup, which was very harmful. And eventually it started triggering my migraines. And I didn't get it until and unless I got checked up with my doctor. And then he said, "Are you drinking coffee?" And I said, "Yes, I do drink coffee." And he said, like, "How much?" And I was like, 3 tablespoons a cup. And he was like, "You need to stop right now because this is very harmful." And that's how, like, being an addict to a coffee and then shifting to a tea is how it all went down. It went down very drastically. I do miss coffee sometime because I love the smell, the aroma of the coffee, like freshly brewed coffee. But yeah, I miss it and I can't drink it anymore. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Yeah, thank you very much, Haida. Yeah, for the sharing. Yeah. Okay, I think that it is pretty out of time. So I think back to you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for all your questions. Now it is time to go to the feedback part of the meeting. And for all of you who answered that you like coffee, please don't be worried because according to some studies, you need like more than 30 cups of coffee to be over the normal level of caffeine that your body can get. So more than 30 cups of coffee is a big amount. So I will give the word now to our general evaluator today, who is no other than Tiger, our original Tiger, Tiger 1. And he will be giving the feedback for the meeting and also calling up to the evaluators. So please, Tiger, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Sarah. Guys, you just have to give me 1 minute because I just found out I can have more coffee. So just give me a second. I'm going to give them another cup. Just kidding. I've had my 3 cups and I'm just now starting to wake up. How about that? Well, now I get to introduce somebody who's trying to steal my thunder. I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know if I like another tiger in the neighborhood. Cats are very territorial. Okay, I'll give him a break. He seems like a nice guy. So our first evaluator is tiger number 2, who's going to evaluate our president. It's all yours, sir.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tiger, dear member and dear guest. So it's my honor to be here and can be the evaluator for the Yasmin speech. Okay, I like your speech very much. Even your speech don't have the pathway, just the freestyle. So it's so great. A fantastic speech. So here I want to use the love pattern to evaluate your speech. So I will show people the love. The love means the 4 items: language, organization, value, and emotion. So firstly, for your speech, for the language, I think your language is so great, very clear, loudly, and very proper speed. I like your pronunciation and your voice very much. I think it's very so great. Second one is organization. I think your speech organization is very good. Yeah, you have some several questions, then make the conclusion, summary to all the audience. For example, first question, you said, how many hours you work every day? The second one, you mentioned some money and wealth, this kind of things. Then finally, you make a conclusion. You say the 3 pieces, 3 times for consistently for work and drive for happiness. And also you said, make my dream as your dream. So I think your speech organization is so great. Several part and the question and the answer and the summary. So good. The third one is about the value. I think it is really positive speech. You tell us something about the value. You said that you make a dream. The dream is be happiness. How to be the happiness? You need to balance the time, balance the money, balance your work, everything. So it's so great. The last item is about emotion. I see the whole speech. You always smile. You have a lot of interaction with the audience and sit straight. And the body language show us. So you are calm down. And also sometimes you feel excited when you say something to the audience. I think the body language is so great. Show us. Anyway, I like your speech very much because your speech really inspired us. Yeah, how to chase the happiness and balance the money and the life. Make my dream as your dream. So great. Thanks. Again, I like your speech very much. Look forward to your speech again. Back to Tiger GE. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Not bad for a tiger. Not bad. We appreciate you being here. But next time you evaluate Yasmin, you have my permission to be more mean. Be a tiger. Go after her. Arr. Our second evaluator is also our immediate past president and the face of RSS, the smile of RSS. IU, we have not heard an evaluation from you in a long time. I am excited to hear your evaluation of no other than the queen of RSS, Michelle.
I can see everyone was listening very carefully. Me too. I was feeling like, oh my God, what happened next? What happened next? Right? This shows that Michelle is a true storyteller. Michelle, I do love the way you paint the situation, the north, the south, the cold, even the PowerPoint give a stronger message, show, or it is a picture, right? So show, you give out us pictures, the real picture of what you went through with Dave. That's really, really good. The second thing that I like is the enthusiasm that you have. You were so happy. We can hear your laugh and everything. And that's drew us to your journey in Philippines. The third thing that I like is the engaging, how you try to engage with the audience. At least at the beginning, you were asking, showing hands. So they were like, okay. They were listening to you. Only one recommendation that I have. Since Titin or put the timing there, so I know at minute 4 or 4 minutes, you were still painting the situation a little bit. And you forgot to, not forgot, probably because you're not checking on it, that the PowerPoint is not on, right? So we kind of, oh, okay. What is, how this will end? I was thinking like you probably need more minutes on this. So Michelle, I hope, really hope, we have chapter 2, right? We have chapter 2, right, ma'am? Of your journey in Philippines. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please help me. Give a round of applause for Michelle. General Evaluator.
Thank you, IU. Next time you give an evaluation, try to smile a little bit, okay? It's just a little bit too serious for me. Well, let's move on to our grammarian. He's going to vitalize our meeting by giving his grammarian report. Yeah, see how I got that in? Bang, boom, bingo. Go ahead, dear hater.
Hello, everyone, once again. And everyone did great with their vocabulary. Like, it was great. No, I can't find anything that has to be reported back to the member or something. But there was something from today's meeting that had to be taken back. And what I noticed was first from our first speaker, Yasmin, the usage of words. Like, it was so beautiful, the way she used the word disseminate, if I'm pronouncing it right, disseminate, and how she structured her speech around that word while emphasizing on that word. Now, and then later on, moving to a speaker, to Michelle, I loved the way you explained the quote, ignorance is a bliss. I never understood, like, I never actually understood the meaning of that quote or that phrase, but the way you explained it, it was lovely. And I couldn't just expect anything more or anything in a way to be explained it in a lovely way. It can be explained. Now, moving on to Faldi, I've heard you saying, I will listen 3 times. Instead, you can use, I would be looking out or hearing out for filler words, and try to not repeat the word again, like the same phrase twice or thrice. I also heard Tiger 2 saying again multiple times, which can be replaced by some other word or maybe something adjoining these sentences. As of the word of the day, I am not disappointed, but we can do a better job. Still, Sarah used the word of the day thrice. Yasmin did it once. Tiger did it once, and that I'm sure I'm not missing out anyone else. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, sir, for the grammarian report today. That was excellent. Let's move on to our R counter. I believe, like it's IU. Are you the R counter?
Badly. Badly.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. It's all yours.
Yeah, here is my report. No significant sound or filler words for this meeting. Sarah, no sounds words or filler words. Yasmin, no filler words. Misal, Alba, no filler words. But Stephen Liu, once a, either Motegam, once and once a. The rest, no filler words. That's it. That's all. My report. Back to you, Mr. Tiger.
Well, thank you very much. That was short and sweet. Very well done. And congratulations, everybody. Apparently, we did not use a lot of filler words today. So congratulations, everybody. That is very impressive. Our timer, who has been off camera the whole time. Are we going to see you, Teton, or are you just going to talk from behind that clock?
For this time, I think I will need to take time to switch from these apps to my camera. So please excuse me for this time for not turning on my camera.
Okay.
So I will report for the timing. Yasmin 7 minutes 16 seconds. Michelle 7 minutes 56 seconds. Apologize for the blinking red lights. It was automatic from the apps. And for the table topic speakers, Fadli 35 seconds. Tiger 2 minutes 5 seconds. Lydia 1 minute 48 seconds. Haider 1 minute 10 seconds. Tiger number 2 for the evaluation 3 minutes 13 seconds. And Bu Ayu Anantia 2 minutes 30 seconds. Thank you. Back to you, Tiger.
Thank you very much, Teton. I'm disappointed that we can't see your smile, but an excellent job of timing, and thank you very much for the report. At
Thank
this
you.
time, it is my pleasure to give an overall report. Anybody that knows me knows that I am not a general evaluator who follows the Toastmaster handbook. This is going to be a quiz to see if you listen. One of the great skills of Toastmaster is learning to listen. My first question, and you can unmute yourself if you have the answer. Spit it out, as they say. Nice idioms. Spit it out there. What was Tiger 2's acronym for doing his
Love.
evaluation?
Sorry, love.
Love.
Okay, that was the easy part. The second part is, what does the V, as in vitalize, stand
Value.
Oh, goodness.
for? Oh, Michelle, you're no fun. Okay, very good. Value, thank you. Next question. Who said ignorance is bliss?
Michelle.
Kill.
Sometimes it's better just to not know what the heck you're getting into, right, Michelle? Who said that the only thing she puts in her coffee is International Delight French Vanilla Creamer?
Lydia.
And what if you give her a different type of French vanilla creamer? What will she do to you?
To
Upset
you
her
or to her stomach?
So If you don't want to be friends with her, I would invite you to bring her over a cup of coffee with some French vanilla from Nestle's or something like that. What does Steven drink to wake up?
Tea.
Tea. Unbelievable. Tea. How about who drinks chocolate milk to wake up?
Titin.
Cheating.
Eaton. Let's get in touch with our child, right? Let's get in touch with the kid inside of us. Let's have chocolate milk for breakfast. Hater. What does Hater have for breakfast to wake up?
HIIT.
Wow, how about that? Not just tea, but that kind of tea. Where is the most coffee grown in the world? What country grows the most coffee?
Brazil.
Brazil. You ever notice? You ever watch Brazilians? If you've ever been around a Brazilian, they're always smiling. So for you tea drinkers, just a thought, if you want to be happy, you got to start drinking some coffee, my friends. What two states in the US are growing coffee?
California and Hawaii.
California and Hawaii. I'm surprised they're not growing coffee in Florida. Yeah, give it time. And last but not least, who said, "You are all part of my dream"?
Yasmin.
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 Right on. So here's my suggestion for Yasmin. Send me about 2,500 American dollars a month, and I won't work anymore. And I will be part of your dream. Just gotta marry one of those rich sheik guys in Abu Dhabi, 2,500 bucks. That's like toy money. So my general evaluation, we started out very well. Thank you, IU, for stepping in and doing the SAA. Our president was friendly as usual and brief. Thank you, Yasmin, for being relatively brief. We got right into our Toastmaster of the day. Sarah, a very nice job of keeping the meeting moving, giving us some interesting facts about coffee. Very well done. Our counter, short and to the point. Our grammarian, very well done. Good word. I think we could have used it some more. That's a great word. Thank you, Heather, for having a word that pertains to our theme of the day. Table topics. I thought the questions were really well done. I would, however, recommend in the future that we call on our guests. We have several guests here that we have not heard from. IU passed on her question to Lydia, which was very good. I should have, in retrospect, possibly passed my question on to another one of our guests, but the questions were good. We had some fun with that. Overall, I thought it was a very good meeting. I appreciate everybody, members and guests, for coming and stepping up and taking roles. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Sarah.
Thank you, Tiger. Thank you for this revitalizing meeting. I really enjoyed it, and I learned a lot from you that we not only have coffee, but other drinks to start good in the morning, like chocolate, like tea, or we can also go for a workout. And I also learned a new way to evaluate with this acronym LOVE. And thank you very much all that for your participation and for your good input. Now it is the time for the closing, and I will give the word to our president, Jasmine.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Sarah. And I have a feedback for General Evaluator that we missed on applauding our Toastmaster of the day. I think she had an absolutely relatable topic. I could feel that all of us are so engaged and really enjoying this question. And this simply reflects that coffee is closer to all of the heart of all of us. And the research she had done. I'm sure after this meeting, there is something new that we have had learned about coffee. So thank you so much, Sarah, because you have done full justice to this role. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really time for an important announcement. As you all know that we are going to be stepping in the new session for repayment, the payments with the club, the Toastmasters from March onwards. So I encourage you all to reach out to me or to Michelle, who is the treasurer, for our repayments. I have heard, though I'm not sure, that the Toastmaster is looking for options for self-payment by the members, but because I'm not sure at this moment, so I encourage you all to reach out to us officers like me and Michelle, of course, she's our treasurer, but please let's renew our membership in a timely manner. And I would like to extend my call to all the guests in case they have been considering to join Toastmasters or to have a club too, to go and participate or practice. Please, we would be more than welcoming you in our club. Please consider to be official member for RSS. I see you have a raised hand.
Yes, this is very important for about the saving time, daylight saving time, Yasmin. It will start on the 12th of March. So on the 13th, so not next week, but the next week. Please, Yasmin.
Okay, so this is an important note. Okay, get it. Thank you, you. I think this is extremely important that we start marking our calendar. So the next meeting, the meeting for 6th January will be on the status quo, like the same time. But after that, from 13th March onwards, 6th March and 13th March onwards, there's going to be the clock change again. So the summer timing will start, and all of us, the other people from Asia, myself, we will have to adjust our timing according to the hour change. I believe it is happening in US, and for Sarah, I'm not sure, Sarah, if it is same in Europe or it is little later. But please mark your calendar for the time change that is coming in the month of March. Any other announcement that I'm missing? Okay, I see none. So in that case, I would like to just hear from someone who's staying very mysterically, and we will be very happy to hear his voice, or at least to know a little bit about him. Alex, are you there? Alex? Okay. Okay. Jaya, we are very glad you could join us. I am aware that you could not join us since the beginning, but Jaya, we are scheduled every week, same time, Monday, same link, so you could save the link, and we start our meeting 7 p.m. UAE time. Lydia, very glad that you could join in for this week again. We love your presence. Elios, I just keep it open in case anyone has any last comment, feedback before I officially adjourn. I just keep it open for anyone, guest, member, any comment.
I was wondering if Tiger 2 could hold up his little love sign again so I could take a screenshot.
Sorry, what Tiger wants
Tiger
to
2.
Tiger 2, the love sign.
Okay.
Me too. I also want it. So
Oh, the
two
love
of us.
sign. Okay, Tiger, you are the love guy. Looks like you are the love.
We
guru.
love your love. How about that? We love your love sign.
This one. So great.
Tiger, can you face it here? Tiger,
I
you
think
are
you are
looking.
using two screens. You are using two
Okay,
screens. You're
love.
not-
One L for language, O for organization,
Organization.
V
Value.
for value. And E for
So I-
emotion.
Yeah, I can send it to you. I have the PowerPoint. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I loved it.
Tiger,
Thank you.
we hope that it is not your copyright. We can use it. Tiger,
Hey,
Tiger
yes.
too. Is it?
Please,
I hope it is not your copyright, and we can use it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can use it. Yeah, I just make it by myself.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations to the role players who have had taken the role for the first time. Stephen Louis as Table Topic Master, Fadli as Timer, Heather as Grammarian. You guys have been challenging yourself with variety of roles every time, so I sincerely appreciate it. We have some time and we can organize ourselves for the next week. I'll be happy to set up the agenda, but before that, I would like to officially adjourn the meeting. So here I officially adjourn the meeting.